I'm feeling super happy to finally close these many feature requests for Presentify. So Presentify version 8 is one of the biggest update ever. It doesn't only address these feature requests, but more. I'll go over some of the major features that's been added in this video. Let me first open Presentify's settings. Here I can show you all the latest features. The first one, line weight. It was earlier just a drop down that lets you select one of the three, thin, medium, thick, but now it's a slider as requested by many users. In the older version, you could adjust the line weight beyond these three values though, but with keyboard shortcuts. But that was still cumbersome. So the slider is easier. There's a new shortcut added for line weight as well that lets you set directly whatever line weight you want. So if you want a thicker line weight, then you can just press Control Alt and then 9. You can change that shortcut too here if you want some other modifier keys to use for this. So this allows you to set a line weight directly without just keep pressing the bracket keys like before. So if you want to see an example, so Alt Control and 7, let's say. So it says line weight set to 35. So if I do, let's say, draw, so it's this thick. And now let's say I want a thinner one. I'll just set to 5. And this is how it looks. I'll maybe set to 2, set to 10. Yeah, this is good enough for me. Now let's go to the next update, which is the screenshot save location. You may know that when you are in annotate mode, if you press the key S, it saves whatever annotation you have on your screen to your computer. So let's say I have this annotation, I want to save it. I'll just press S and it asks me, it takes me to a folder. So I can maybe close or maybe just press the Fn key to interact with the underlying window. So I can just maybe do it documents and the screenshot is saved. So I can choose default folder and then if you see here, it says images are currently saved at documents folder. So you can set this and then every time you save a screenshot, it goes there. You can even change it if you want. Now coming to the cursor. So cursor has pretty interesting updates. So let me turn on cursor now. So this is a normal highlight, cursor highlight feature that was there before. And now I have added this option to show only on click. So if you do that, whenever you click, do a right click or left click, you see kind of that pulsing animation. So this will be perfect for demos, product demos, etc. So you can even change the shape to circle. So you get a circular animation. The next feature is a new shape for spotlight. Earlier there was just circle for spotlight, but now there's a new shape called squircle. So now if I, let's say, turn on spotlight, you'll get a squircle shape. If I change to circle, this was the older shape. Not only that, I've added key shortcuts to increase the size of the spotlight. So increase and decrease the size. So control and then the plus sign. Okay, so it's the same shortcut for my face screen app as well. So that's why both of them are increasing and decreasing, but you can have different shortcuts for them. Let's go to the zoom feature. In zoom, there was a bit of a lag when you purchase the app on Setapp. The App Store version was fine, but the Setapp, if you purchase it from Setapp, there was a bit of a lag, slight lag. But now that's gone, that's fixed. So it's super fast. So as you can see, if you move your mouse really fast, even then it doesn't lag. And also it consumes less memory, less RAM when running now. So that's one. And then I've also added this new full screen mode. So if I turn that on, let's turn that on. So now the entire screen is zoomed in, and wherever I move my mouse, it gets zoomed in there. So I can turn it off, I can turn it on, I can go anywhere I want. So this is useful when sharing your screen. I want to show you new key shortcuts for zoom as well. So if I turn on the zoom, I can increase and decrease the zoom size, but also I can increase the zoom level. So now if I move my mouse, it's really zoomed in. And now if I move my mouse, it's again zoomed out. So you can increase the zoom level as well as the size. And one last feature in Zoom is dimming the background. So if I turn this on and if I turn on zoom, the background will be darker than the area around your cursor. So this was all regarding cursor. Now coming to keyboard shortcuts panel. So as you can see, earlier there was just these many, but now as you can see, it's such a long list. That's because you can now modify every keyboard shortcut that's there in Presentify. Earlier, you couldn't modify the annotate keyboard shortcuts, it was fixed. So, which was fine for QWERTY keyboards, but for other layouts, people from France or somewhere else, if they have a different kind of a keyboard, not QWERTY, then it's good news for them. They can modify the keys here based on their keyboard. So there you go. These are some of the features that were added to Presentify version 8. So I would highly suggest going to your app store or set app and then update it. And if you like the new version, please, I kindly request you to go to app store or set app and leave a review there. That helps me a lot. Thank you. Bye bye.